Now, so many things I told. You need to have this skill, that skill, but you should also be convinced with me. Which are the scenarios these skills are very important. Let us see critical thinking, for example. Suddenly, a mid-air collision risk scenario is happening. Then, it is yours who is not well versed in critical thinking cannot handle the situation. Even though procedures are there, everything is there, his mental stress will increase. Once your stress increases, your reflex will come down. So the critical thinking will always make you see some of the gurus. I'm not going to name anybody. Some of the gurus, you see, any questions you throw, they will smile, then slowly they will answer. So what they are doing actually, while smiling, they are changing their organs into the normal position, taking some breath. That's why they take time. It's not that they are very calm and quiet. They take scientifically they take time properly. They have a long breath with a smile, and then they will start answer. The same way things are handled by many people in the border. Our army people are handling so many hostile situations. If they don't have critical thinking, they cannot survive. Like example I told in the mid-air collision scenario. So in that scenario, what they have to do? They have to analyze the speed, altitude, trajectory. You imagine in that such a critical situation, some warning is coming. Only few seconds are left. In that second, you have to analyze all these things. Then you have to make a decision to resolve the conflict. That is why we say this sharp end job done by ATC and pilots are more critical. The error they do, it will cause more damages. The error next level people are doing, it will cost less severe damages. But in the present condition, in the business is so aggressive, the growth is very prominent. So all of us need to develop these skills to make, say, for example, suddenly 280 movements we anticipate on from August at a particular airport. Then it's a big challenge. You should know how to handle these things. And also while execution also you should be able to handle. So with the critical thinking of the ATC, he is able to make a resolve this thing and he communicates to pilot and resolves the issues. This is one example. Creativity. Creativity also don't think that it is only applicable to some aircraft designer or something rocket designer. No, even airport manager. You think about again and again. I can quote our Prayagraj as an example. You think about them, how they handle the peak traffic for not a 1 hour or 2 hour for a period of days. Means they have to do some proactive actions in creative thinking, existing airspace, existing airport space, existing airport terminal, existing airport passenger facilities. How do we utilize it effectively? How do we utilize the time? How do you utilize other resources which are limited? So these things will help for this thing. In this case, you see that airport is having a peak traffic. They brought quicker check-in, like we are also doing kiosk. We have put it in the outside terminal. Earlier, a few years back, we have not seen that, isn't it? Biometric facial recognition. These are also new trend. Earlier days, you might not have seen, isn't it? So these things are coming into picture because of the creativity. It is not just by technology it can come. Technology is available, but still your creativity makes the better option. So outcome क्या है? If you are an airport operator or airport manager, if you want to reduce congestion and smooth passenger experience, you need to have a creativity in this. So you have put a Ravinder Kumar. You are asking a question that if a higher management wants a specific cadre jobs other than the core work, what they can be, how they can be more skilled in this field. Deployment of extra manpower and machinery in advance before peak season, parallel operation. Very good. Competitive, healthy office environment is must be there. See, this is what I'm saying. You are telling about this. Some people are offering a solution. Some people are sharing their apprehension. So when I am asked to do extra work, what to do? See, that's what I'm telling. This one thing I tell you: the more versatile you are, the more indispensable you will be. I am telling you this. See, today you see I am only a CNS person. But you see, you ask my recent participation trainees, those who attended data analytics training, system engineering training, project management training. They used to say, even some engineers used to ask me, sir, how we could not believe that you are from CNS. You give case study on engineering. How? You can learn many things as much possible. I tell you one thing. I am not going to take any call on this question what you are asking. That is a management decision. Okay, but what I am saying, the simple thumb rule what I want to follow is that more and more you are versatile in the organization, you will be more and more indispensable in the organization. Any kind of situation comes, employability of you, your worth to organize will be always high. More than this, the answer, crisp answer cannot be given. Okay, now let us see. The additional manpower. You take a say Prayagraj exam. So what ops directorate did? They mobilize the people from different places to particular place because it's not an easy thing. We cannot manage just like that. So they made some people go there and help those local team. That is one way of this thing. And collaboration. Let us come to the next point. Collaboration. I think we are having more interaction, but at the same time, I have to check my time. Another 16 minutes only we are having. So managing aviation crisis, flight diversion due to weather. Suddenly, this. I think ATM colleagues will understand this. The Tenerife Island accident or this Uberlingal mid-air collision. When we see these two case studies, we always refer like our Mahabharata or Bible in our safety study. Even I used to tell to other colleagues in the other directorates also to read these two case studies, videos, everything. Recently, we launched a human factors training. We are offering to outside AI. In AI also, we have conducted a training, but we found AI colleagues are feeling that human factors are unnecessary for them. But I strongly suggest all ATM colleagues, CNS colleagues, and operation colleagues, you must undergo this human factors training. You will change, your leadership will totally change when you want to undergo the human factors training. 7 years I consistently did research. I presented the paper. All my recommendations are accepted by ICAO, APAC. They even made it as a reference guide for the ICAO, APAC region. This is very important. Human factor is very important. This only teaches you how to handle your stress, how to identify the hazard, how to mitigate scientifically with the human to human relationship, how you will maintain, how you will resolve all these conflicts. Then only you will be able to be a successful person. Now, collaboration. Say a flight is going from Sydney to Singapore, encounters a severe thunderstorm over Indonesia, and it must divert to Kuala Lumpur. Say, for example. Then collaboration, how it happens. Pilot coordinates with ATC. With multiple ATC sectors, he will coordinate to work out a safe landing route with the help of ATCOs. Then airline ground teams also coordinate with the respective people so that the Kuala Lumpur airport prepares for an emergency response team for the landing. So this is not possible without collaboration. At the same time, again, we may have a SOP, everything, but still your skill matters a lot. Even though you have SOP, your skill matters a lot. Scientifically, you spend time on developing your skills. I will give some ideas in the next webinar, some shortcut method how you can develop the skills. See, I spend every Saturday or portion of the Sunday also in reading some subject which I never knew. I never worry. Something which I do not know, I read. Because once I came to IAA, I thought my main core job is to develop new trainings and to understand our stakeholders' requirements. So I spend a lot of time. That's how I am able to concentrate and develop a new course which address to other domain also. Otherwise, if you are confined to only your radar and ILS and automation, then you will become isolated. So you learn many things about your stakeholders, your nearby people, those who contribute your core job. You should know about their job also. That's why I say you should attend ATC for non-ATC, finance for non-finance, CNS for non-CNS. These and all you should undergo 1 day, 2 day webinar. You should undergo or a training. Then only you can collaborate. So this example is also done. The next is communication. So emergency communication. During a in-flight fire scenario, a cabin crew member notices smoke in the cargo hold. Then what he has to do? He has to communicate the emergency to the flight deck and passengers. Then also he has to communicate to ATCOs. Ultimately, he has to seek help from the ground. So these communication, there is a certain phraseology. He should be thorough and he should know how to communicate even in that stressful situation. He should use a standard phraseology so that he can get the attention of the ground controller in a short time and effective decision. So what will happen if he is not able to have the skill of communicating under stress? Communicating in the aviation situation, I have also attended a radio telephony training. Even I got a PC cup in HFRT. But that is like a game. They will give a dummy exercise, you will respond very quickly. But real situation, you think somebody is telling Mayday, Mayday, then how you will behave is totally different. So the communicating phraseology is different. Communicating same phraseology under stress is totally different. That's why I'm telling these human factors trainings are essential for entire ATC, CNS, ops, even if engineering people. If you are, say, for example, you are managing a building management system, you are managing a total power system in a big airport. Suddenly it fails, you will get heart attack. Before the passenger get affected, you will get panic. Suddenly, if a ATCO says entire power supply gone, our entire building is doors are locked unknowingly, artificial intelligence misbehaved, what you will do? So you should learn these skills. So there are some occasions where you will use all the four combinations of these forces in a combination. One example is investigating a near miss incident scenario. You wanted to investigate some near miss has happened. Even though ATCOs are trained or regulators are trained, what is required? You need to have critical thinking to analyze the black box data to understand what went wrong. The black box may have raw data, so many information it will give, but your create critical thinking only will correlate these things and make a, see, remember the simple definition. You should know the analyze the information, then resolve the particular problem and you get a direction. This is what happened. This is what the action we should take in future so that this will not repeat. Similarly, creativity. I told no, you consistently, even my personal experience, I'm telling you. First, when I went to PICA for a human factors paper, FA and IASA, CANSO, all were laughing at me, and not literally laughing at me, they were criticizing me. Why do we need to do this? Like that. But the same, if you see the last meeting when I went, they asked me, don't stop it with the ICAO APEC, you should take it to assembly. But of course, I left from the forum. I came out because of my portfolio at Indian Academy needs more time. But what I mean to say, we can do even a big change we can bring from our creativity, but slowly and consistently we have to. India should present those paper in the ICAO. Slowly it will go to the regulatory level. Then you can bring even guidance material or manuals. Next is collaboration. In this situation also what happened? That regulatory investigation agencies should collaborate with the ATC, pilot. If you know their job, and you have a better communication skills, then only you can collaborate well. If you know only your job, you cannot do this kind of roles, you cannot play. Particularly present days airport directors need a lot of skills. But I unfortunately find APDs are not getting that much time for getting upgraded their competency, skills and competency in the proper training. They are fully occupied in the airports. But still, we want to offer some hybrid program to specifically for APDs so that at least they will attend weekly 1 hour, 2 hour, some course through online. Then they will come here for in-person training. So whatever the best way we can offer, we are trying to offer a new solution to management. So like I told, the airport manager should be a god of all things. He should know everything. Then only today's world he can survive in the airport. Then communication, the findings used to share in a proper way so that similar incidents will not happen in the worldwide. Then outcome, ultimately ICAO updates the global ATC communication standards. So now we have completed only one particular part. We have got 8 more minutes. I will just try to touch upon the second skill. Thereafter, I will close it. Those who have a preoccupation, you can leave also, no problem. But I will try to cover this IMT, I will cover very quickly. Then next month, what I will cover also, I will highlight you. So information technology. This ability to locate and interpret relevant information. This is very, very important. Say, for example, I told, some of our colleague told, I want to know recent developments. I told where you should refer the paper. See, I have not told any other websites. I told only ICAO. You go to ICAO, APAC it, all these, somebody is interested in cyber security. If you feel that you didn't get an opportunity to go to ICAO and see, no need to worry. You go and see the ICAO APAC in my website. Entire cyber security papers are meticulously kept there. You can read it. Suppose somebody wants to know drone, you go there. But don't read some irrelevant paper. So this is the one thing that I wanted to tell. So literacy, there's information literacy, you need it. Controllers should interpret radar. what the message it gives. Risk manager need to analyze the safety reports like that. So the media literacy today, you need media literacy to interpret and create messages across media. Also, you will also get the message from media and you will also share the message to media. So these both need to be very meticulously. You should know how to do it. Otherwise, you'll not be able to survive in the present industry. Like I explained to you. So why we made YouTube channel, why we have made this Twitter, we have rejuvenated. Entire social media channel we have rejuvenated in this month with a lot of aggression. Aggressively we are working on this because we need to be in touch with you. Then only you will know about me. Otherwise, what you will think? Now you see so many people within a few weeks we got references from some Adani airport, Bayal airport. So many people are contacting us. Previously, it was not happening because we should know how to reach this media and importance. Then only you can educate your community. Yeah, why we are using media literacy important? Important. First, number one, you are utilizing as a tool. You are engaging your stakeholders and encouraging them to come to your service. So all are very important. So media literacy is very important. The next is technology literacy. As a small example, I told now many of our senior colleagues don't know how to use e-office, how to use email. Then your secrecy gone. If you depend on somebody for typing your e-office, then anybody can access your e-office. Somebody, if your password leaks, particularly in this present world of cyber threat, can you afford to do like this? So you should learn. Pilot should know what is going to happen in the cockpit automation. ATC should know how the new ATM automation system should come. For example, if I am in ATM, what I will do? I am just telling you. I will never bother what management is telling me. I will keep on read what is happening in drone technology, what is happening in remote means unmanned air vehicle. I will see, keep on ping to ICAO website and download paper. Why should I wait? I should prepare myself. Be ready for that. So tomorrow's system, when it comes with the automated system, which will also have a separate corridor where this drones traffic also is coming, I will be much more well informed than rest of my colleagues. The last minute some trainings are given, it may not be much effective. If you prepare yourself well in advance, you will be much ahead of rest of your ATM colleagues. So that's how you should, technology literacy you should do periodically. And airports, and for example, we are using biometric scanning, all these things. We should know, if you are airport director, you should have some knowledge how this biometric is working, where this facial recognition is after the data are kept. Is there any possibility for threat? You never know. You should know this. That's what in recent cybersecurity training, we were giving so many case studies to teach people like this. We were not teaching only theory. We have given some practical case study so that we have made people to make block diagram. What is their system? What are the systems are connected? Which place is a weak system? So these exercises will help you in a APD position and even as a CNS in charge or ops in charge or whatever security in charge. Can you make any? You cannot make any compromise on security these days. So now, once we say that all these things, IMT is very important, but differentiating credible sources is becoming a biggest challenge in the present world. Suppose you see drone technology, there will be thousands of links will come in Google. You don't know who is reliable, who is not reliable. I'm just giving a simple checklist for you. You have to refer media. Without meeting media, you cannot survive in the present world. So you should know. See, suppose some tasks are given to, say for example, you are in ATM. So people are, somebody asking, you present a paper in this security week about the influence of 5G in air traffic services. Your boss has called you, told, member wants this presentation, how that 5G will influence on air traffic service and whether positive sense or negative sense. Can you say, I don't know, sir, what is 5G? You know air traffic services. You know very well what is the service you give, what are the components you use. If you, what you don't know is only 5G. This is how I will approach. This is one technique I am telling. You know your job you are master, and you know which are the components you are going to use, with whom and all you are going to interconnect. Don't know only one thing is 5G. So you have to learn only 5G. Take 1 week, identify the credible sources, try to learn basic fundamental skills, then slowly you build it. Then parallelly you analyze your domain. Within a week you can make a wonderful paper on this. At least a preliminary research paper you can make it. So how do you identify credible sources? If a source is ready, if it is written by expert author, yes, you can take it as a credibility. If it is unknown author, yes, you have a doubt. So if you Google, if you get a top 10 resources, you try to classify like this. Then fact-based content. Never use artificial intelligence tools blindly. Artificial tools you should use. In fact, we thought we will have our training for artificial intelligence for all, but due to the government circular, we were little bit hesitated and we dropped that program. Otherwise, artificial intelligence tools for all program is very much essential for all of you, which will save your time. Today, you are less in manpower, but tasks are more and time bound. So you not know all these things. Then reliable organization, like I told, if you want to refer some paper, you refer ICAO. ICAO, what happens? Even they publish, your meeting is over, but still, if some state is observing something, immediately they will contact you. They will contact you, then they will tell that, sir, what is your opinion? Will you want to change this para? You change this para, immediately they will update a website with a modified paper. This and all I learned practically when I was interacting with ICAO APAC on my personal this international forum research work. So they were very, very cooperative. So when you once you say that suddenly some country, specific country will approach you. Sir, in this particular reference we have observation. Though it is fact, we would like to change the name. We don't want to name our country on this. Then yes, our main purpose is to different. So if you modify, they will update and publish. So this reliable organization only you should see. Then updated and timely. You want to see the drone structure today, what is happening. You should not read an article which is written 3 years back. You should read an article which is written 1 month back. Then only that will be reliable sources. Most importantly, whenever somebody says something, you need to ask them sources. Reference sources is very, very important. If somebody says some reliable sources told, like our media fellows tells, no, reliable sources without, that is not our interest. You need to know what is the reference sources. Then what you can do, you can go to the resources. You also can read more and elaborate your knowledge. You can develop your skills more authenticated manner. And balance and objective. There should not be any sensation in the article. Like for example, uh, all runways will be unutilized in the next 5 years. Somebody is telling like this. That's creating a sensation. That man may not have intention proper, may not give proper article. Somebody is telling what will happen in case of vertical takeoff comes into realization. Then yes, this is very interesting. We need to know because our entire business, what we do, it's based on the normal takeoff, rolling and other takeoff. But vertical takeoff comes in, what will happen to us? Like this, you can identify the credible resources. And you can have one simple checklist like this, whether this particular one moment you Google, check whether this is up to date. Recency is G. Then relevance, whether it is relevant to aviation, the particular topic I want to refer, who has written this, and what is the data he has given, below the data, whether he is giving any reference. Then purpose kya hai? Whether it is in any malign attitude you have or his intent purpose is very clear. So now I will just go to the last slide. So this life skills, which is very important, that we will take up in the next this thing. Now before that, before concluding, once I told so many skills, your mind will be definitely disturbed. How many skills I will learn? How that is possible? That question will come. Like you only, 1 year back, I was also listing what are the skills I have to develop. This it is not readable, don't worry. Just I wanted to show you a sample. In this, I have listed almost some 130 skills. Can I develop 130 skills till my lifetime? It is not possible. So it is not, generally we should know how which are the skills are essential. So I have done some work, then identified some 24 skills and made it into 6 groups. What we will do in the third means June webinar onwards to March webinar, we will put a poll in that community. Whatever any one of the group we will put on voting. Whichever the topic preferred by the community, we will discuss the particular skill. So that will be more than sufficient for you in a year time. We will touch this minimum 10 skills, which are very essential. And now, once we know these skills, how do we analyze these skills in front of this 21st century framework? So this interconnection also I will show you. Means each webinar whenever we do, I will try to recollect this 4Cs, IMT and flips and correlate the particular skills which we are going to discuss, how these are connected in the 21st century framework. Okay. Then how to identify life skills needed for your role. See, I can tell so many things, but I want to give you some takeaway. Means you need to identify yourself. Okay, out of this, which are the skills are needed for my role? Okay, that I will help you. Second thing, next, how these skills can be prioritized. Now you see, I have listed some 136 skills, but I need to prioritize, no? Then only I can develop some of the skills. So I will help you also how you can prioritize in your identified life skills, which are the skills I will priority manner I will develop. Then what are the means for developing these skills? I will explain you how these skills are integrated or will be integrated on our training curriculum in the coming days. And if they are not able to integrate, what are the specific program that we will offer for the particular training? So these things I will also tell. Then most importantly and most interesting part is I will share you one strategy, self strategy for developing your own skills. There are 10 steps I will tell, and the 10 steps I will give another 5 bullet sub steps. One mind map I will share you. Mind map maybe most of you may be knowing. So one diagram, it will show all these links. So that also I will share you in the next webinar, so that you will be able to do on your own how you can evaluate whether skill and competency development. So if you are all these things we will cover in the May webinar. Let me conclude here. So I must thank all of you. It is not just because you joined with my call, because it is not for my benefit I am doing. I love to be with you with my AI community, because I have more serious and responsible role in developing your skills and competency to meet the standard that is needed in the coming days. So I would like to be in touch with you, and there is a WhatsApp number specifically we have made for IAA help desk, and there is a specific mail also. As much as possible, we are addressing those queries raised on this help desk and WhatsApp. I would also suggest you to join our training community so that you will get quick update. Suppose webinar we are doing, you will get the update quickly, and we will get the update. And so long we get some interest from our community, we will continue this webinar. So we will not mind how many people. Sometimes we find 300 people join, sometimes we will find 50 people join, but still we will continue our effort, and we will try to interact in the training community. So you note down all these things. So thank you so much for all of you to join on our initiatives. This is a very good initiative. I should not appreciate myself, but I must appreciate Mayank. I must appreciate Mayank for all the activities he is helping me, including the social media I have given to him, business development I have given to him. He is putting his lot of effort. So I need your help also. Yes, somebody wants to speak. I think Mayank, you can unmute mic. Somebody wants to.
Sure, sir.
Someone has raised their-
ITMC, you can unmute yourself. If you want to speak something, I have given you the unmute permission. Yes, please. You are unmuted now. Sir, he is not responding.
Okay, no problem. You can, those who want to note down the WhatsApp number and email ID, please note down. And if you want to join our trainee community, you can just send a request on this. Please add us in the community. People will add you. So already I think we are having some 1,500 plus now, man.
Yes, sir. 1,800
Okay.
something
Okay.
participants are there.
So and our YouTube channel also you can share to them.
Yes, sir. I am sharing the link of YouTube channel also in the chat box, and also our Twitter handle. I am sharing that.
So this can you please arrange the training on using AI tools for data-driven decision making? Definitely we are doing, and in fact training we are already doing. In the AI based means a business intelligence training already we have done, Recently, I was grateful enough to a member of. He has called me. I explained recently 4 new training whatever I developed personally. I went. I was so happy that member sir has given a lot of time to me, and he has promised me that he will advise all the RED APDs to encourage the people to undergo those 4 trainings. So these trainings are already done. Data-driven decision making, it is coming in the next calendar. So you need not worry. All these trainings we are doing, but AI tools, because of the government circular, we are little bit hesitate to do. So even otherwise, I am very much interested in giving a training on AI tools. So anyone else wanted to share anything, you can say. Drone PPT I will share definitely. This PPT also I will share. Okay. This PPT also I will share, and drone PPT also I will share. But all my PPTs will not be too much verbatim. It will be some peculiar way, means bullet points type will be there, but still you can understand. It will not be that crux you can see. The drone, how it will impact our regulation. That regulation, then how it will impact our stakeholders. Then who are all the new stakeholders I will have. Like this you can easily find. So thank you so much. Anything else you can tell? Okay. And I was so happy that uh, today I was webinar. Those who attended today, do not miss it. This is I'm not campaigning for my webinar. As I told, the takeaway you can see how you the flood of skills, which one you will identify, how you can prioritize, and what are the means you can develop. And I will share you some strategy also for developing these skills. So IA is always there with you, but still you also should have your own strategy. Okay. So next webinar, see one thing I tell you, next webinar it will be more important with this background. If you ask more people to attend, then your peer network will be strong, so that you can share your dashboard with them. And my skill development is this. What you are doing, what you are doing. This kind of culture we should develop. So you ask other people also join in the next webinar. Thank you so much to all of you. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir, for your time. Thank you, everyone, for joining in. We stay in touch
Okay.
through community and YouTube channel and our Twitter handle. Thank you, everyone.
Okay. Bye bye. Enjoy weekend.